Am I broadcasting? God, I hope so. I hope somebody will show up here eventually to let me know how my volume is. Okay. God, it's been 2 weeks at least because I did not want to try to stream with my kids being home because my boys being 8 and almost 7. Yeah. No, there's not going to be any quiet. I have my computer in the living room now. I don't have an isolated room right now. So, back in the Shadowbringers, finally. I don't even know how long I'm going to be able to stream. Hopefully by 2. Thought I was supposed to be picking my daughter up from school, but I guess I'm not now, so I might have a little extra time. We'll see. We will see. Sorry, I'm looking at stuff at the same time. I'm trying to watch everything. Almost want to get a third monitor, but I can't afford that. Okay. So, where am I? Taste of honey. Speak to Tista. What the frick am I doing here? And Pearsonly concerned. Okay. So, it's this way. I love how they think I'm a painter's assistant when I'm dressed up as a guy with a sword. It's like, you didn't want to ask a question there? Let's see what we got here. You. Welcome to the Beehive, my little drone, seeking a sting of excitement to live in your day. I can tell at a glance when folk are new to our happy colony. It's the nervous fluttering, you see, always gives them away. Why don't we play some cards to set you at your ease? A quick game of high or low. It's simply a matter of guessing who has the bigger hand. If you win, I'll grant you a single favor. Within reason, of course. Interested? Oh, God, I had to win. What are the rules? Decide whether the total of your 3 cards is higher or lower than the total of your opponent's cards. The deck holds 9 cards, with the pictures printed thereon representing the numbers 1 through 9. Each number appears only once in the deck, so there are no repeats. If you guess correctly, then you win the match. If both totals are the same, then another hand is dealt. Okay, let's try it. Three cards for you, 3 cards for me. You flip one of yours over, I'll flip 2 of mine. Higher or lower than mine? Well, she's already got 5. I have 1. She has 1, 2, 3 right there. So if I have like 5 and 6, and she's got 4, I'll have 12, and she will only. My call. Cats. Cats fighting now. Play again. She got 8 out of 4. My total. I was looking at the wrong thing. She gets 6 or higher. She's already got 8, and I'm only half that. I'm going to say I'm higher. I'm going to go high. Got 10. Total of 19. You win! Concede defeat at this point. What do you say? A rematch. One more win and we'll talk about that favor. Alright. That was luck. She's got 7. I have 5. Yeah, but if I get 2 and 3, I'm going to be low. Let me say hi. Screen's a little messy. My humble estimation, the most wondrous thing about this town is how safe we are from the Sin Eaters. They say Lord Vothri was born with the power to command them, which means no Yomorn need ever raise a weapon in defense of the city. Is that the kind of thing you wish to know? If your itch still needs scratching, you might get a few words out of Atherin over there. There's not that Mary Sot likes more than the sound of his own voice. You Atherin? Oh, they got the male dancers going. There's one chick. Yep. Sad new to the morning, you say. I only just arrived and already you're looking to peel away the layers of mystery. Oh, I'm all for chatting, but you slow down and enjoy life, my friend. Tell you what, you hop on. Really? Ah, great. Dance on the mark on a. What mark? Oh, up there. I didn't even see that. All right. Can I just jump down? Thank you. That was a show. Oh. So, out of Pharisee, what can I tell you? It wasn't always so peaceful as it is today. The Amaran army may be the very essence of military might, but even our forces saw grievous losses in the war against the Sin Eaters. Things changed for us all around 20 years ago now, when the old ruler's son came to power. He's got his way with the Eaters, you see. He turns them docile as house cats. I wouldn't be exaggerating to say that they've become something of an ally to Ilmor. No longer an enemy to be feared. And yet, elsewhere, there are still fools who insist on fighting their losing battles. Toast to Lord Vothri. We are gonna fight this guy. I just know it. Its eyes. Oh, I just remembered something. I probably should bring this up. Excuse me 1 second. Okay, back. Sorry. I still can't attune myself to this, can I? Cutscene! Well, you've returned from your jaunt around the city so soon. You needn't have hurried back. Young Alphinaud has all yet to put brush to canvas. Where'd he go? On cannot rush good art, I'm told. Or good artists, apparently. Ah, finally. He changed his attire. Put together an ensemble out of the garments you chose. Is this satisfactory? Oh, goodness gracious me, the last outfit was precious, but this makes you look positively dashing. You truly are a handsome boy. However, am I to decide? Yeah, we'll go with that one. The lad is an artist here, so not a dress-up doll. It's about time we set him to work for the reason we called him here. Must we? I do love a good painting, but I thought since we were enjoying ourselves so thoroughly... well, that is to say, as long as you... just make sure you give the lad time to prepare. We know he'll be upset if he's not ready to paint at a moment's notice. Whatever you say, darling. So, shall we pick out some jewelry next? Hey, boss, we got problems. We got major problems, boss. Boss. Boss, over here, boss. And now you're standing right behind me. Dude, don't do that. Chai has a very particular sense of beauty. Apparently that extends to how I should dress whilst painting. This obsession with her works is in our favor. Time I spend indulging these distractions is time you can use to continue your explorations. But this excursion, I'd like you to delve into the layer below us and sniff about the military headquarters. I'm sure the understory has its own tale to tell. Okay, we'll go in a direction. Which way am I going? That way. Still cannot be attuned. Ooh. Nice crystals. This way? This way. Is this way to the stairs? No. No, it's this way. No, wait. No, I gotta go up and around. I will learn this map. Stop yelling at me. This is where a guy almost jumped. Trying to get a handkerchief. Oh, I guess I could have just gone over. Where's my stairs? Ugh. It's somewhere. Maybe it's this way. Maybe I gotta go this way. Okay. Oh, maybe I didn't go... maybe I just turned the wrong way. Okay, maybe... okay, how do I get out of here? This way? A lift operator. I don't know where the steps are. Okay. So, I guess there's steps all the way over there. Wrong game! Played WoW for 12 years. Kind of hard to not get used to where the buttons are. Wrong play. Here we go. There we go. The understory. It's got to be better than the overstory. Or the even story. Maybe an odd story? Okay, I gotta... I think I can enter here. Yes, yes. Oh, I thought there was like nothing there. Oh, keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh, I can attune myself to this, right? Yeah, I can at least attune to that. Nuts board. If you heard that growl, my dog's growling. It probably the neighbor's dog. She's slightly protective of the area. Slightly. By slightly, I mean a lot. Alright, there's Chadrick. Colden. Leonia. What am I looking for? Ooh. Weeping Wow. What the? Something wrong? They hate me. You're one of the bonded, aren't you? Like me? Please, I need your help. My throat is... I can't sing anymore. I'm making excuses, but it's just not getting any better. If my patron thinks I'm no use to him, then I need you to sneak out to the derelicts and describe my condition to a Theoric. There's a list of symptoms and a hunk of meal for... Meal! To pay for his medicines, please. I have no one else to turn to. Oh, bloody fucking hell. There's probably not a... It's in the buttress. But did I get that attunement? Probably not. Hello. Gregorius Skins. How you doing? Yep. Wasn't talking to you. You know what? This'll work. Okay, so I need to go. You go this way. I can't ride my bike yet. I want to ride my bike. I guess technically I'm in the city, so it's not gonna work. Hey, dude. Bye, dude. Get myself attuned here so I can get back here faster if I have to. I probably should get the other one. Right click. You need medicines, tonics, potions? No, I need this and this. This is Final Fantasy XIV Online Shadowbringers. I've into the story a little bit. Cure for an alien voice is it? No medicine cure this. Methinks your songbird has a lump in her throat and must be cut out, excised, and then even the voice may never heal completely. Hee, poor little songbird. Will they kick her from the nest, I wonder, or simply silence her chirps? What a jerk. Oh, your faces. You didn't know. Of the many hopefuls who enter the city, very few are ever seen to leave, even as corpses. Oh, you might see one or two fortunate fools hurled it from the balconies, but the rest gone. I'm telling you, they're being turned into a meal. Telling the nightmares it is, not for this ship's rat. Oh, no, no, no. I am content to scurry around down here and nibble on the crumbs which fall from the table. Consultation is over. You have my verdict, and I have my meal. Good day. Telling you. Telling you. The meal. The meal. How's it going? It's actually not too bad. The story is interesting. Unfortunately, no one can get it right now. No one new can get the game right now because they had so many people come over from WoW. Which I was one of them, but I already had this game well in advance. Did you get the medicine? Well, there's a problem. So that's it. What am I going to do if I can't sing? There you are, my sweet canary. Have you been crying again? Don't tell me your voice is still not on the mend. Just, sir, have mercy. I've done all I can, and even the apathy said. I'm gonna get into the details. So you've been suffering all this time. I'm sorry, my pet. I didn't realize your affliction was this grave. But you needn't fret. I'll not reward your honors of trailing by casting you out into the street. You're too kind, sir. What use am I? If I cannot sing, I fear the day I become more burden to you than treasure. Better. It's not worse than WoW. Yes, they do have bad management, and it doesn't sound like it's getting any better either. I didn't read that. Besides new pain or illness or your song reality, it's clear. Too far. So why would I almost wish to hasten my own ascension, knowing your blessed instrument was waiting there to greet me? Ascension. No arrival allow me to explain. Yeah, I mean the game's good. I have enjoyed playing on this game. My only issue is I'm behind. I'm always behind. Because there's the new expansion, Endwalker came out, and I'm still going through the main storyline of this one. This is the previous expansion. And I'm only going to be able to get through, like, the main storyline, and then I'll be starting on the next one whenever I get through this one. There's a lot in this one, though. Oh, I know the sin eaters exist to devour the sinful, but also do they serve to gather the souls of the innocent and shepherd them unto celestial paradise. It is through Lord Valthier that we learned this truth. That is through Lord Valthier's grace that the free people of Eulmore are destined to embrace. Oh God, he's gonna kill them all. Spend our days surrounded by love and merriment until at last we are called to our final rapture. Even the bonded may find a place within the house, should their patrons deem them worthy. Lord Valthier truly is a great man, isn't he? Now, if you excuse us, we must be on our way, and may you find eternal salvation for the compassion you have shown my precious canary. Dude, the way that just sounded, I think whoever this Lord Valthier guy is, he's gonna kill them all. Or has been killing them all. We can skill to the latest expansion, right? What do you mean, skill to the latest expansion? Did you mean skip? They do have that option. Yeah, they do have that option. I had already started before Endwalker came out what I wanted to do, because I went through most of the original Final Fantasy 14, in which I didn't realize there was more story after the part that I completed. Yeah, there is a buy skip. I only had, let's see, I'll show you. See, I had my warrior. A warrior actually starts out as a marauder, and when you get to level 50, it becomes warrior. Now, I bought it, I wanted to buy it up to 50 and start from there, but they didn't have that option at the time, and it was only 70. Yeah, I only did it up through the first. I only did it through the original release. I went up to the first expansion, which was Heaven's Ward, and I played through that storyline. And you can buy it. No, it's all separate. They don't keep it together. You get, if you want, you can skip to the expansion. Let me double check. I don't think you can. Let me check something here. Log me in. That. Oh, no, that one. Back up. I had other characters. Okay. Let me see something. Where are you? I'm checking on it right now. Give me a second. Additional services. Okay, I need to look at. Oh, where's your shop? Maybe that wasn't it. Mm-hmm. Dang it. I can't remember where it was. Dang it. I'm looking. I can't remember where all this stuff was. Oh, there it is. Store. Alright. Let's see. Where is it? Okay. Yeah, you can have all this. Yeah, it looks like you can skip all the way through Shadowbringer. Just suffering from the first expansion. Nah, you don't have to look. Oh, okay. The original release from what it is slow. It's slow building up. But after you hit 50 and after you get through the original storyline, it actually goes a lot quicker. And it's a lot more smooth. You also got to remember, it's called a Realm Reborn because when they originally released the game, it was not that good. I didn't play it at that time, but it had a bad showing, and so they had to literally remake the first the original start of the game. That's why it's called A Realm Reborn. I walked right past those doors. Should be interesting. Something can happen. I'm sketching an outline for a portrait, but nah, the chies appear otherwise occupied. Will you share what your investigations have gleaned thus far? Yeah, but I don't think you can buy the game right now if you don't have it, because they had too many people come in, and so that it overloaded the servers. A lot of people were not able to get online at night, which is why I'm playing it right now. Boasts some manner of influence over the city, does he? I would explain the reverence in which he is held by the Sinister. And as for this ascension business, I cannot help but be put in mind of that apocryphy and his ominous remarks. As so many folk have entered the city over the years, then where did they go? They're dead. Or they became meal. Damn, already up 74. Flood of Shadow. What is that? I've had that. But, oh, was it an upgrade? What's the difference? Oh, it increases by 30. The potency. Edge of Shadow. Oh, that's the other ability. I don't remember what that thing was. Alright. I'm muttering under my breath. Alright. Cutscene. Assume the outline is done then. In the blazes? It's so unflattering. You explain yourself half and all. Where's your artistic interpretation? It should invoke images of affluence and nobility and overwhelm the viewer with its boundless beauty. Lord Chai, you stated that this portrait was to commemorate your anniversary, yours being a joyous union. It seemed to me that a realistic portrayal. Realistic? I don't want realism, I want perfection. Spectacle to slacken jaws and weaken knees to make people cry out in amazement. Not fetch a blank canvas and... what? Did it come from above? Yeah, the Harley twins. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. A tale to make you quiver and your noble blood freeze. There was a villain on the loose, set to ruin our fair city. But our Lord has got him now, and his fate will not be pretty. Yes, the hammer of justice is poised to come crashing down, and one and all who'd watch it fall are invited to join his lordship in the offer. Yeah. Malcontent, how dreadful. And this man has to face sentencing? That's right. Oh, they are. I mean, they work for this Lord Valthyri. If you're curious, it might be worth you going along for the experience. The offer they mentioned is part of the Emergent, the level above us where Lord Valthyri resides. Ordinarily, you would be barred from entering, but it seems that you'll be opening its doors for the next little while. Crown Lift will take you up there. You better not dawdle then. Yes. This should be interesting. Holy crap, look at the size of this dude.
That's him. That's Vorthree.
What the fuck? It's Blob. Those are sin eaters, all of them.
He is attended by sin eaters. But how does he keep them from attacking? Mercy! Mercy! By the 12.
Oh, this guy. Oh, he helped him.
Kaishia, what happened to you?
Who are these impudent louts? I do not recall requesting their presence.
Lord Vorthree, what is the meaning of this? Why is this poor man bleeding to death on your floor?
Why? You ask me why? Because criminals must be punished. And this man is guilty of fraud. He came to us, claiming to be a man of business. Yet his subsequent conduct has shown him to be anything but. It is a city built on love for one's fellow man. Those who have naught to give and live only to take are a blight upon our society. To atone for this crime,
Hey, Scummer Tower.
ordered that he fling himself from the balcony. But he had the temerity to weep. Please, my lord, anything but that. What then is a man of mercy to do? But offer the sinner another way to show his contrition.
Another way, meaning what exactly?
Sin eaters are part of Yulmore society, but they must be fed with ether. Living ether. So, I demanded an offering of flesh, carved by his own hand, from his own hide. And still, he could not do as I asked. A wholly unsatisfactory performance.
It is true that Kaishia won his place here by fraud, but his actions were driven only by desire to share in your paradise. That you would cast him out I could almost accept, but to humiliate him thus, to demand his very life? Is this truly the way of Yulmore?
You dim, deluding child. Have you ever paused to consider what it takes to maintain such a paradise in this barren, broken world of ours? The guarantee of safety and stability. The knowledge that if one only abides by the rules, one has naught to fear. I alone can offer these things, for I alone can command the sin eaters. And thus am I alone the voice of justice.
Hold on, I just noticed a face in his belly there.
Villains to be punished.
People call this paradise.
You were granted a place in my city. for a particular skill. What was it?
Painting.
An artiste! Then you shall paint a picture for me. Of Yulmore. If I find your art pleasing, then I may excuse this display of insolence. Who gave you permission to tend to that criminal's wound? I told you to paint me a picture!
What you need is a mirror, not a painting. It will capture the horror I see before me far better than I ever could. Can you walk? I think so.
Did that little worm just insult me?
Wait, you just now figured that out? See, there's something in his chest.
I'll kill them! I'll kill them all! I'll enslave their minds! Torment them! Torture them! And tear out their hearts!
Now, who's that? Forgive me, in my anger I seem to have marched us back outside again. Though it is probably best we leave the island altogether. I believe we've worn out our welcome in Yulmore. In any case, I've seen enough of this the world's self-proclaimed capital city to convince me that our battle against the Sin Eaters will find few allies in Koloshila. I will accompany you back to the Crystarium. We need to regroup and think on our new strategy. Or strategy anew. Forget, he talks weird. Kaishir, I've done you a grave disservice. You were hungry and desperate, and I offered you a solution without once considering the risk inherent in your accepting it. If I had but known the price you would be made to pay. Gave me everything I needed to make your idea work. It was me who made a mess of things, not you. But even after all the trouble I caused, you still stepped in and saved me. Now Lord Valkyrie wants us all dead. Crystarium, I'm certain we can find work for you there if you are willing. No, that would just be me leaning on your kindness again. I needed to do some thinking, learn how to stand on my own 2 feet. Very well, but you must promise you'll be careful. The Amorans may yet come looking for us. I'll keep my head down, don't worry. And you take care too. Give me the chance to repay what you've done for me. Please do you do? They have the entire city looking for you. I took a peek at your unfinished portrait, Alpha. Now I've had many beautiful and striking picture painted for me, but there was something about your work. It was as if you caught the very essence of our love and rendered it naked upon the canvas. It was bold, unflinching, and I adored it. Please, you must come back with us and finish what you've began. I will speak with Lord Valkyrie and vouch for your character. I'm sure we can smooth over any hard feelings. Hold on. Might be talking a little bit low, and I have the microphone a little bit further back now because the way my boom arm was set up was making it hard for me to like reach for a drink. That ain't better, Skirmitar. Sorry, Lord, Lady Chai. There are more important matters to which I must attend. More important? What could be more important than enjoying the days we have left to us to the fullest? Pray press me no further. We are leaving, but I would not presume to take the garments you were so kind as to procure for me one moment. Yeah, okay. I just turned it up on my OBS. I wouldn't hear of it. Keep the clothes, you silly boy. I insist. Now shall make arrangements so that you can pass through the gate without causing a stir. I expect you to come and visit. I will return. I promise you that. The outrage I witnessed must not go unanswered. The next time we meet, I shall be better prepared to confront the corruption which hides behind the glittering facade. Bye, see ya! Alright, where are you? Still on this island? Okay. On my bike. Oh, man. Yeah, that dude was huge. Well, you missed it earlier, Skirmitar. They were talking about some kind of ascension in which they are going to pretty much, they're just going to be eaten by the Sin Eaters. Curious as to how that guy has control over him myself, but I saw the little face on his like chest. I think it's something there that he acquired that allows him to control the Sin Eaters. Those aren't the weak ones either. Those are the stronger ones. Thank you, my friend, for staying at my side through this whole sword endeavor. While it's not quite the joyous outcome I had hoped for, our efforts have nevertheless answered a great many questions. Suffice it to say, our plans for saving the first are unlikely to involve the aid of Lord Vothri and his subjects. Dude, we're going to end up fighting them. It's probably going to be a dungeon battle. Come, we must speak with the Exarch and chart a new course. This is far from over. And we cross the sea. Turn around. There we go. Yep, one inside. For our tech. Huh? Okay. It's good to be back amongst friends, not to mention my dear sister. I have not seen her for some time, but I gather she is as keen to press on with our plans as I am. And you've seen quite a lot of the first yourself now. More than enough to appreciate the scale of the obstacles we face. Let us lay our discoveries before the Exarch and discuss what must be done. Oh, is it? Give me a second. I don't think I can get rid of them. And remove. At least deleted her message. Alright, dude. Let's figure this shit out. Sorry.
Better is not the word I would use. Some lands may have been spared the flood, but the survivors live only to suffer. There seems no end to the horrors inflicted by the Sin Eaters.
Indeed. Those abominations are a calamity in their own right. And I can well imagine how hopeless the task of eradicating them must seem to you. But after countless battles and untold sacrifice, we have identified a potential weakness. Sin Eaters are drawn to serve the strongest of their kind, a class of creature we call Light Wardens. And from what we have been able to ascertain, only a handful of these entities exist. Just as an ant colony will perish in the absence of its queen, we believe that the death of a Light Warden will cause the lesser creatures within its sphere of influence to disperse.
I have a feeling Yulmore might have something to say about any concerted action we take against these monsters. Fortress command over the Sin Eaters is integral to Yulmoran society. In seeming to guarantee his people's safety, it guarantees their obedience. He will not take kindly to us depriving him of such useful allies.
Agreed. Thus we will need to occupy or otherwise divert his forces whilst we proceed with the business of eliminating the wardens.
There's a lot of times I wish I can get that hood look, even on my WoW characters, but can never find the right one.
Until we have done so, all other considerations must be set aside if we are to forestall the 8th Umbral Calamity.
It may not be enough.
Your uncertainty is understandable given the circumstances. Perhaps a more detailed explanation is in order. To begin at the beginning, in the ancient past, a single star was divided into 14 worlds. This is the source, your home. These others are the 13 shards, in whose number we find the first. Though physically separate, they retain a connection to each other, and with the source especially. Now, let us assume that a given element in one of the shards attains abnormal ascendancy. Just as water will flow from the highest point to the lowest, the excess energy will begin trickling into the source. And such an influx of ether will of course exert a palpable influence. If the element in question were fire, then drought and wildfires might ensue. If it were ice, one might expect the weather to turn bitterly cold. As ether continues to pour in, such phenomena will become more and more extreme, until eventually, a single, untimely event triggers a disaster which cracks the barrier dividing the two worlds. What was once a trickle now becomes a deluge, sweeping the shard along to be rejoined with the source. At the same time, the element which held sway in the shard is unleashed in full, its energies amplifying the original disaster to truly catastrophic proportions. An earthquake thus magnified might strike with enough force to shatter continents. A tidal wave might swell to a size capable of drowning entire nations. These devastating events are what we refer to as umbral calamities. 7 times has a calamity befallen the source. 7 times has a shard been absorbed. At present, the light-drowned realm of the First stands perilously close to meeting the conditions for a rejoining. It is the Sin Eaters who are to blame for the Light's continued dominance. In addition to attracting their lesser kin, the Light Wardens I mentioned earlier radiate ether, saturating every corner of their territory with light. Even here in the flood-spared region of Northrant, their influence is strong enough to banish night from the sky. Thus, if we are to restore balance to the First and head off a potential calamity, it is imperative that we put each and every Light Warden to the sword.
We've been doing our best to take the fight to the enemy ever since we first heard the Exarch's explanation.
Though we have yet to claim any meaningful victories if truth be told. Apart from being confoundingly elusive, the Light Wardens possess a troublesome quality which compelled us to delay our plans until such time as you arrived.
Forgive the interruption, my lord, but Hallminster Switch is requesting reinforcements. They say the Sin Eaters are attacking in force, and the village could soon be overrun.
Alert the guard. We should be prepared in case the fighting reaches the Crystarium. You have command of our forces in the field, Captain, but hold off on entering the town until I arrive. That goes for Alphino and Alize as well.
My lord.
Oh, yeah.
Pray, lend us your strength. Such a fight will provide you with far greater insight than any explanation I could offer.
Yeah, this world, by the way, again, there's no nighttime. It's always daylight. It's in the north of Lakeland, so we must make haste with our preparations. In fact, meet me outside Crystarium at the crossroads northwest at the Censor Gate, and I shall lead you there myself. Can I go home? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. Like I said, you can blame the WoW community. Yeah, the night will come. We'll bring back darkness. It's like each of those worlds that died, they were all one specific element. So this one's the light element, is what's consuming it. There was a guy on here, he was known as the Warrior of Darkness, and he was in another expansion. Him and his group, they were the heroes of this world. And they destroyed the darkness completely, which allowed for... I'm already a Dark Knight. But, because of what he did, the world's being consumed in light now. And here's the other funny, interesting part. I need that current. The amount of time here. Time moves slower in this world than it does in the source that my character comes from. Alphino and Alize are two of other members of the group called Scions. Scions of the Seventh Dawn. They got pulled in here by the Exarch by mistake because he was trying to get me the whole time. He pulled their souls in, not their bodies. Me, on the other hand, he brought the whole thing. And so, a couple of them have been there for like years already. All set, we follow north. We will arrive staging point. The village itself lies not far beyond. Quickly now. Quickly now, and walk. Right, walk. The bike had to be bought. I don't care, I know. I wanted a bike. I don't have very many mounts in here because, like I said, I've been playing catch up on story. So, and there's a job I want to get. It's called Reaper. And it's the new one from the Endwalker expansion, which I can get at a certain point in Shadowbringer. Somebody the free company I'm with, which would be the guild. He told me that it was like real late into the story, so. Because Dark Knight in this game is a tank spec. That's what all these are. Here's your tanks. Here's your melee DPS. I am never going to be a healer, range, DPS, or magical range. Might become one of those eventually, but for right now, follow the road up. Yeah, I know. I have enough time. I'm usually DPS on WoW. I hardly ever tank. Switches past these gates. This is not exactly near neighborhood to Custodian, but as we occupy the same region, we have built up something of a cooperative relationship. What can we expect inside, Captain? Down beset by a swarm. I get what we have seen. In recent years, we did our best to evacuate the villagers, but I think it's half remain. I'll have to look at that later. Judging by the number of eaters present, we have a good reason to believe that the Lightborn leads the attack. It seems we'll have our chance to slay a warden sooner than we expected. It doesn't simply slay a warden, because no one told you what happens if you defeat one of those fiends. They hold more light inside them than all of their underlings put together. It can be struck down, aye, but its essence won't dissipate like the weaker ones. Vile Aether will rebel outwards and envelop the nearest living being, reckless young swordswoman, perhaps, and turn her into a brand new warden. Huh. You can leave the particular quarter to us. We must ask that the guards stand down and allow us to engage your leader. The rest of the team is smart and keeps focused on the game. Concentrate on the survivors. We must save every life we can. What if... Understood, my lord, as captain of the guard. However, I will not watch you brave such danger without an escort from our ranks. I insist I go with you. Bets she gets killed. Myself to the beers. Captain Lin, and last but not least, yeah, that guy. Strange Dark Knight looking dude with dark energy spewing from him against an energy of light. There we go. Once we reach the water, we do not hold back. We strike to kill. Oh, of course it's a dungeon! We've got time. Incentive, eh? That was quick. Come on, DPS. Kid's phone. Bear's dead. Yup, it's gone. Someone's new to healing. I did not throw myself into the spot those voices. Whoa! Oh, you self-hating motherfucker. Oh, got one. Thumbs screw. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Fuck, I'm dead. That's not what I wanted to do. I don't think it's dead. Pass it. Pass it. I'm not sure when it disappears. I think it does. I'm not entirely sure. I would love for it to disappear. Get over here. Yeah. This fight, I'm waiting for a mage or sage to get all their MP back. This is the auction, huh? And I have some. Sorry, trolling me. That's fine. Ah, you fucker.
Get hit.
Really should take it out. Trying to build up on it. Get over here. Killing me. I'm trying to. I do enjoy playing this game. The Heavenwood story was good. Stormblood story was mid-season. This did bring. Everybody's been saying this has been the best storyline so far, and I have been enjoying it. Different perspective, definitely. I may do Gladiator / Paladin one day. When I'm able to get caught up. Oop, cutscene. Whoa. I forgot I have the chat blocked, but it matters more. It's fine.
Oh, shit. I think I know what that is. Dick. Damn it. Oh shoot, one of ours is in there. Oh, wait, I'll probably have to exit the area, and that's when we'll get the... Like my greatsword. Hold on. That's the same strength as what I got. Are you serious? Thanks. This one is like... I'm gonna hang on to this one. I'll hang on to this one. Alright, cutscene. See what this does now.
It's releasing its ether! Fall back! We cannot let it touch us! Quickly, my lord, we must withdraw!
That will not be necessary, Captain. Though I appreciate your concern. The eternal light of these creatures has confounded us for nigh on 100 years. For each we have put down, another has risen up in its place, born of the self-same ether relinquished by its predecessor. But now we have a way to contain that corruption. The blessing of light, and the hero who wields it now stands before you. Behold, the monster's power is broken, and the world, twisted by its touch, returns to its rightful form.
Music is really good. I've always loved Final Fantasy music. None of these people have ever seen a night sky.
Sky. It can't be.
What's happening?
It's so beautiful.
The sunless sea. The warrior of darkness has come.
Is that what I think it is?
The night sky. As it should be.
Who are you people? You killed a warden Then bathed in its ether as if it were a spring shower, and now the sky? The legends are true. My lord?
How many years have I waited for this moment? For the one possessed of her blessing. For you. You have vanquished the Light Warden of Lakeland, and for the first time in a century, darkness has returned to the mantle of night. Without the ever-present light to sustain them, the Sin Eaters will have no choice but to retreat. Yet our victory is far from complete. Though darkness has fallen here, the other wardens yet bask beneath burning skies, feasting upon what little life remains. Even should it cost me all I have, I would see each and every one of them slain, that this world might be spared from oblivion. Not only for the first, but for the source as well. Save one, and we save the other. But, be that as it may, I concede it was wrong of me to summon you to this fight against your will. I swear, on my life, I will one day atone for that deed. But for the present, I beg you, stay and see this fight to its conclusion. Cast down the Wardens and restore darkness to the first.
There he is.
On behalf of the first, I offer you my deepest thanks.
I understand there is much at stake here, Exarch, but why do you risk yourself so readily? It must have been a dangerous drain on your ether to summon even one person across the rift.
I do it for my people, of course. To give the Crystarium the tomorrow it deserves.
That is true now, yes, but the city had yet to be built when you first called forth the Crystal Tower. I'm simply curious to know what prompted you to commit yourself so completely to this particular course.
There are things which we can ill afford to lose. And I sensed from the first that I had a part to play in preserving them. Forgive me. I fear the events of the day may have taken their toll. Despite appearances, I am an old man. One burdened with many difficult memories, some too painful to recall.
Well then, I'm sorry for pressing you. It's a family failing, I'm afraid.
One which has served us well more often than not. Needless to say, we will continue to fight at your side until the last Sin Eater is defeated.
Come then, my warriors of darkness. Let us gather the surviving villagers and make our way back to the Crystarium.
I need to check something real quick. Checking to see if I have to go get my mother or not. She told her mother that she had another ride. She didn't tell me. Now I'm confirming. Justified. Okay. Got a little bit more time. Somebody last saved and the sky itself heralds your success. That was pretty cool.
Single victory, no large struggle, perhaps no one. It reminds me, when he was telling the story of what happened with all the worlds, I remember, I think it was in the last one. It was in Heaven's Ward. Anyway, I was speaking with Heidendel, and she was saying that she failed 7 times. Alright, Scimitar, hey man, thanks for stopping by. It's always good to see you. I know it's also getting nighttime over there too. Alright. Keep going. Got another hour I can go before my boys are even close to coming home. Now, how we proceed from here? Yeah, that's not too bad. So long as my internet doesn't do a hiccup, I'm good. Which I'm doing a test. There's another internet service provider. Actually, when I logged on, I only had to wait. I was like 9 in queue. At this time of day, it's not that long. At nighttime, I haven't tried it in over 2 weeks. I don't know, but before it was like anywhere from 1,500 to like over 3,000. And usually that's like an hour, 2 hours wait, and I can't do that. Mostly because when I play at night, it's usually around 9 o'clock-ish. And I get up in the mornings around 6:30, 7 o'clock to get my two little boys ready for school. Yeah, well, like you were saying earlier, WoW just totally fucked things up bad. Pissed a lot of people off with their... For one, even though a lot of the guys are still just following the lore, everything turned to normal. That's good. It's like even the channels I followed that were for WoW lore, they're done. They're just really pissed off. They hate the story. They hate what they're doing with it. And I mean, some of them, that's all they're doing. They're just sticking around for the lore. They're not really there for the gameplay. And there's still some people that are doing it for what they've been doing with their channels, showing what's coming up in the next patch, whenever that'll be, but I don't know. I haven't played since October, actually. Late October, I believe. Or was it? Or was it after Thanksgiving? Shoot, I can't remember. It's just been so long. That's like one of the longest times I have gone without playing it even once. And there was like one expansion, Warlords of Draenor. I barely played that expansion. I barely did anything. I mean, I got my character up in level. I went through all the zones and the main story and running around, but I didn't really play it a lot. Legion, yeah, I played that a shit ton. I also had more time to play. And then there was Battle for Azeroth, and that was kind of a letdown. I missed a couple raids. And then I got into a guild where we were raiding steadily. And then in this expansion came out. It started off pretty good. But it fizzled out so fast. And it took them so long to do anything. No one had any idea what was going on. And then the free fall from the misconduct of the higher ups and a lot of people that knew about it and didn't do anything. And that part definitely plays into it, because I'm not really thrilled with what they've done. And then it just showed in their work ethic. It's like they're adding a bunch of features that nobody wants, or they've kept features nobody's wanted. And some of the dungeons, some of the raids, Jesus, some of the raids are just so unforgiving. It's like if you make just one mistake, then a whole raid gets wiped, no matter what. One mistake kills an entire raid. Usually some you get like a couple here and there, and you can still pull it off, but these were just so unforgiving. I mean, even on normal, they were a pain. We were doing heroics. I never joined a mythic group, which is the highest, hardest level. I've never been on one of those. I was never good enough, and I can't put in the time. I got real life. Usually when my wife's home, I try to give her as much time as I can. 8 months to finish the game. Shadowbringer. Worth it not to rush. I'm trying not to rush it. I'm enjoying it. Side quest. Job quest and other content like Eureka storyline and Stormblood and Alexander. Mayhem. Alliance raid. Yeah. I mean, I haven't done really. 40 to 60 still playing. I didn't really do too many side quests in the last few expansions. I've been trying to go through the main storyline. It's been really good. Now, whenever I get Reaper, the Reaper job story, I'm going to focus on that. I'm going to level it up. I'll do side quests to level it up, not just keep doing dungeons over and over. And then I need to do some more blacksmithing and mining and all that other stuff. Because I'm pretty sure once I get to Endwalker, I'm going to need it. Even though I can't join any raids. I'm in a free company with guildmates from WoW, so. But not being able to play at night when they play, that kind of plays into it too. Most of my nights I've been playing Halo. I got my rank up on the open servers, Platinum 3 right now. I'm going to try for Platinum 4 tonight, and I do that on Twitch though. But it's slow moving, but I'm enjoying it. Okay, villagers were evacuated earlier, have arrived safely in Crystarium. Okay, seemingly accepting the situation for the moment, most folk are far too distracted by the sky to worry about wounds or lost homes. They whisper and wonder if the warrior of darkness has come. It is being expected. I don't know what message came through. Oh. Oh, I see. Yeah, I remember, who was it? Bellular. He was talking about it. And he said that going through, leveling up to 50, it was really slow. It was a real grind. But he said after that, it just got much easier to do. And it became much more enjoyable of the game. Just like when I was talking about it earlier, even though you already knew. When they first started the game, it was hard. It didn't do very well, and they had to redo it. I also played Final Fantasy XI. It's like the games I've played 1, 2. I don't know if I played 3. Played 4. Have not played 5 or 6. I've played 7. Played 8. Beaten 9. Sad to say, it's the only one I've actually beaten. I had 10. Played 11. I played a little bit of 12. I got to a point. I got to one fight, and then I never got back to it. Just real life issues. Never played 13. Obviously, played 14. This is like my 3rd or 4th time playing it. I forget how many times I've already tried to play this. And I mean, this is one of the reasons why I'm playing it. Because I've played all the others before. A lot of the others. I have not played 15. And now I heard they're working on 16. I mean, for a time, the US was still trying to catch up. I mean, Final Fantasy 1, the original Final Fantasy, that one is the real one. Now, the Final Fantasy 2 in the US, I believe, was 4? 4 or 3? I think it was 4. And the Final Fantasy 3 in the US was actually Final Fantasy 6. Ah. Well, they got a game that should have it in Japanese. So. But once Final Fantasy 7 came out for the PlayStation, they kept it at 7. Because in the US it went 1, 2, 3, and then jumped to 7. And then they slowly started bringing out the other games on like the console. I think it was the PSP. Which is how I played the other ones. To be so kind of conceal your involvement in this endeavor for the time being. Seeing the light received from Lightning is a momentous occasion, and many will be swept up by a maelstrom of excitement and confusion. Should you come forth as a legendary warrior of darkness, I fear that no matter how good your intentions, such an appearance would throw the city into disarray. Considering in the story of the last warrior, darkness was the one who caused this, I find myself in agreement with the expert, although my concerns are more focused on Yulmore. It may be best if you maintain a low profile until we see how Volfrey responds to all this. My thanks. Though we cannot freely celebrate your success, pray allow your heart to be buoyed by the joy of our citizens, joy you surely brought into being. I must ask the same discretion of you, Captain. 'Tis my intention to share with our people the tale of a great warrior who stood in defiance of the Sin Eaters. This unnamed champion defeated a light warden and has since departed of parts unknown. Yes? As you wish, my lord. Your penchant for mystery is nothing new. And I will encourage folk not to question this either. Although I expect to be told the whole truth of it one day. All of you. We come from the source. With that settled, I shall return to the Crystarium and make an address to the people. These explanations and adjustments will consume much of my time, so pray take the opportunity to rest and recover from your exploits. And to think, you'll not even need to shutter the windows to enjoy a dark and peaceful night's sleep. I'll stay behind and coordinate the evacuation of the remaining survivors. I hesitate to ask after all you've done here today, but could I ask you to pass on a message on your way to the Pendants? Please let Braggy know that we're bringing a number of injured and that any restoratives in the markets need to be reserved for the infirmary. Tup tup. Doot doot. Start making our own way back to Crystarium slowly, mind you. It wouldn't do to arrive too soon after he had spoken. I'm staying behind as well. There's something I need to check on in Holmester. We already went through the village to help the bottom out, eh? We should all take a chance to rest, you included. I knew one of those eaters, and I just can't. Rest not now. Oh wait, did we fight the girl? Shh, I wasn't paying attention. So please, I wish to be left alone for a while, and that means you as well, Meadow. I shall be cross if you try to follow me. Promise to find you later when I feel myself again. Oh god, that transformation. That was a horrific one. Damn. Just you and me then, shall we? We gotta start paying attention more. Yeah. It's pretty cut and dry. Especially when you're in a tank. And you're trying to look at everything around you. I bet healing's worse. Yeah, once it doesn't. Man, I remember back in my days of playing 11. A warrior can be a tank. It can also just be DPS, but they're mostly tank. There's this one area called Vulcan, I can't remember. V something Dunes. Yeah. It is like a low level area where a lot of people end up being, especially if you just started a job. I think it was like levels, I think he maxed out at 25 or something like that. So you got like a lot of small parties. And I remember my first time there, I only had the one job because in 11 you have a main job and a sub job. 80% keep on. And I only had the main job of warrior, and I tanked through most of it. But it was like every time I would go back to level up another job, everybody that was supposed to be a tank, especially new ones, they were just so bad at it. They were hardly ever provoking because I think you had to constantly do it. And there was one time I was leveling. I mean, one of my online friends that I met there, he played a female character named after his girlfriend, which became... Yeah, I seen that. I kind of wish I knew what my old login was. I don't know if the character would ever be there, but I kind of wish I knew what it was. But, we were taking on a mob, and then all of a sudden, we were seeing in the chat, and this one person was getting pissed off with his group, so he left them, and he brought in, he was running through the zone, and he had a whole army of freaking goblins, or hobgoblins, whatever they were called. And at that time, when you exit the area, they don't just run back to their, yeah. They don't just run back to their spot whenever a person zones out. No, they went through and slaughtered everybody. You know, Ninja. Wait. The job ninja? Oh, wait, the streamer. Yeah, I know him. I don't care too much about him. But our group got wiped out. Everyone's group got wiped out. And somebody turned him in to the GMs, and they put him in like a jail for a while. And then shortly after that, they implemented a change. If you have a mob or a whole gang of them trailing you, when you zone out, they now just disappear. So that way they won't go back through, get aggroed by other people there, and just immediately slaughter everyone. That got fixed real quick. Last thing I remember doing on 11, we were going through the crags. These big, huge white buildings. There was 3 of them, one in each nation. There was 3 nations, like they have here. One in each one. Peaceful as I've been afraid predicted. I think I shall take a brief stroll around town before retiring to my chambers. Unless you've just charged your duty to Ragni, I suggest you do the same. That would be kind of interesting. Don't get me wrong, I loved 11. The only thing for me back then, in spite of having to go through the menus and everything, I've told a couple people this. If Final Fantasy 11 had, if you could do just this, what I'm doing right now, in my mind, for the way it was back then, would have been a perfect game for me. Just being able to jump. Because in that game, you can't. Nope. Technically, the only ones that jump was a Dragoon, and that was just an ability. But you couldn't actually do an actual jump. Couldn't press a keyboard or a button. I started playing it on PS2. I switched over to PC a couple of years later. Make himself known. I'm sure Gilmar will introduce you to some interesting journeys. Well, it was one of the biggest reasons I switched from finally from PlayStation 2 to the PC on 11. Because literally, when you had all your menus open, with all the other information you got, you had literally just a little square, like this little square, to see what the hell is going on. When I switched to the PC, it's like only like the top area, only like this top area, the menu would come down, and the bottom area with all the messages and other things completely out of the way. And a couple of pints of mead for table 3 while you're at it. Sorry, we're rushing. We're off our feet this evening, sir. Can I get you anything? Drinks are on the house. Oh, that bracket is twisted. This is twisted sense of humor. Do you think he'd send you to me at a time like this? First real night in nearly 100 years, his folk all riled up, and then some. What's more, there's that ear business at Holmes' Switch. They say a light ward was destroyed without the damn trace. It was the warrior of darkness who did the deed. Really must apologize, Gilmar. He's been almost as rowdy as our customers, and that's no small feat. A lot of our regulars are bounty hunters, you see. They mostly go after eaters. And the rumor of the warrior's appearance was the spark of their kindling. You know how the weak eaters are drawn to the strong ones, right? Aye, they swarm like angry bees around a queen. You need look no further than Homeless Sir for proof of that. But attacks on that scale don't happen every day. Praise the blessed shadow. No, the more common threats are the strays. No one knows why, but every now and then an eater will leave the pack to prowl alone. Those are the ones you run into on the road if your luck is foul. Like the guy at the beginning of this. They're a danger to everyone, so the settlement council puts bounties on their heads, and our bar here is a convenient place for hunters to gather and share information. It seems a few of them were inspired by the warden slaying even more than most. These are the types who have their sights set on the absolute worst of the strays, a class of eaters they've been dubbed the cardinal virtues. The virtues showed up out of nowhere about 3 summers ago, when historians heard the descriptions given by survivors. Well, apparently they share an appearance within the villains who caused the flood. And if that doesn't send a chill down your spine, they're also reported to be as tough as light wardens, not the kind of prey you can take down single-handed. Our virtue hunters had all but given up, but knowing the warrior darkness is out there has lit a fire in their bellies. Just looked at them. The Hume over there, the oversized sword is Grayson, grandson. He's in for revenge. Wants to recruit a comrade in arms as tenacious as he is. I think that's what they were called in 11. I can't remember. The Mr. Lad is very weak. Don't be fooled by those dewy cheeks. He's as hard a hunter as they come. He just lost a partner and seems to be on the lookout for a new one. That Sirig. Word is he seeks an expert in magic craft to help fight the virtue he's after. Last we have killed and drunkard both. Dwarf and drunkard both. Wanted to join forces with a healer, and only a healer. Something about needing a mender's wisdom. I've seen my share of competent veterans. And you have that look about you. Maybe you should introduce yourself to one of our hunters. Who knows? Together you might even collect the bounty on a cardinal virtue. Now there's a grand idea. Imagine the prestige my bar would earn if we boasted the patronage of a successful virtue hunter. Gain access to role quests. A separate quest line and story is now available for tank, physical DPS, magic range, DPS, and healer roles. Let me guess, the first guy was a tank one? We're reaching the final stages of Shadowbringers. You must complete at least one role quest line. There's always a catch. Alright. And I can't accept... Oh. Okay, yeah. Okay, he wanted a healer, so I'm never going to complete that one. That guy wanted a mage. That dude wanted the DPS. So this is the tank one. Keeping an eye on the time. Can't say I've chatted with you before. I think I'd remember if I had. Seen your fair share of fighting, have you? Hello. My cat just jumped up here. I'm worried besides, eh? Rest assured I have no secret designs. Name's Granson, bounty hunter by trade, mostly sin eaters. When I first laid eyes on you, I had a feeling you were a tough bastard. The sort that must be mistaken for that warrior of darkness folks have been talking about recently. That's that right? I basically taught her to be jumping up here. Yep. Easy killer. I couldn't care less who you are or what you've done. The only thing I'm looking for these days is a like-minded partner, someone willing to join me in the hunt for the biggest prize this side of Norwalk. Prize, you say? I don't know. Thought that grabbed your attention? Dicaeusens, the fiend I am after. One of the so-called cardinal virtues, as folks are wont to call them. Former warriors of light, the esteemed heroes who saved the realm. A century ago, dear old Brandon was one of them, I'm told. Stop me if you've heard all this before. Anyway, like his comrades, Brandon died in the process, only to return relatively recently as a sin eater. The better to torment we few who survived their mercy. Needless to say, I am to put an end to all that. Wait, what? You've heard the pitch, so what's the answer? You interested in hunting Dicaeusens? Yeah. Not a whit of hesitation, not like you. Oh! Consider. Nevertheless, I'll need you to humor me and prove your dab hand. I think you are, for just my sake as well as yours. I've heard reports of stray eaters drifting close to the Crystorium. Come with me and put my mind at ease. My sword looks better. Try to jump down that, I'm gonna die. Am I attuned to that? Story of Warrior of Darkness Combat. Okay. Oh wait, that's the end. I'm trying to do this. Where are you? You're at the main entrance. Yeah, right. Interesting how they all came back, but the warrior himself is just a ghost in this world. Very good. Sin eaters were sighted west of the sensor gate, so we'll need to head through there before we begin our search. Oh, and if you happen to have any objects to killing eaters for sport, remember that many were once in this people. you'll be doing them a favor putting them out of their misery. Yep. I think it was $35 US. I don't know what it would be in any other currency. Where am I going? Right there. I don't know. I went to their shop and I was just looking for up bikes and I was just like, what do they got here? And I saw that one and I'm just like, screw it. I barely ever did that in WoW, but this looks way better. Well, if only I could fly. That's close enough. Sorry, but I'll be sitting this one out. Need to make sure I can rely on you in battle first, you understand? Okay. Let's kill you first. Yeah. At least with these devs, I like them. Don't get me wrong, I actually have the... WoW had that competition a few years back with Orange County Choppers, which I watched that episode, in which they were making bikes, and one was for the Horde and the other was for the Alliance. The Horde one won, so that one automatically was in the game if you had a Horde tune, which I did. And the Alliance had to purchase theirs. I think it was like 100,000 gold or something like that. Which I eventually got it. But it wasn't like I used real money. Alright, man. Thanks for stopping by. Good clean work. This is clearly not your first time. Nope. Let's do this once more, just to confirm it wasn't a fluke, though. Besides, the world could do with less Sin-Eaters. Here in about half an hour, I'm gonna be off because I gotta get ready to get my go get my boys from the bus stop, and then I'll be back here about 11:30 Eastern AM for the rest of the week, in which I'll be going until for at least 2 hours. So about 1:30 PM I'll be done. You can only do for a couple hours in the daytime. Just the restrictions of real life. And also my car being a piece of junk at the moment. It keeps overheating. Surveying still. Yeah, that'll do. You're exactly the sort of man I've been looking for. Thank the gods for that. My apologies for subjecting you to such a silly test, but I'd rather not have an amateur's death on my conscience. Let's head back to the Wandering Stairs and make this official, shall we? Sure. Wait, I can just do this. Hiccups. That was a good thing. Go to the pedals. Bastard. So, just to make sure you're still keen on our arrangement, Metal, will you join me in hunting the dread fiend ASC and put an end to his accursed existence? Sure. Excellent. Then it is settled. Now, every hunt begins with an investigation, and ours is no exception. Deus can be rather difficult either to pin down. But before we commence ours, we would do well to attend to our respective preparations. Let me know when we're ready to proceed. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this first part. So don't work on a great hunt. Must be about it. For you ask, I have no intention of leading us out to the wilds without even an inkling of the Outcast's whereabouts. Northrend may not be a particularly large realm, but even before the flood, it would take us a dozen lifetimes to scour every nook and cranny. So I'm going to start by asking around the place I know for a fact that the Ask has attacked before the village of Wright and Kaluzia. While I don't have reason to believe he will return, I'd like to think that the survivors might know something of value. After all, you can be sure they haven't forgotten the day the bastard came through. So let us be off then. Kaluzia! Ooh, I need to repair my gear. Shit. Where's that mender? 600 people around. All I need is a mender. There he is. Cheap. Repair all, please. I need to build another prison because I like the look of the sword. It matches my freaking outfit. Welcome to Wright. I reckon it might not seem like much to you, but to me... Never mind. We'll save the conversation for after. Tracking down Danskin is what matters right now. Let's split up and ask after the bastard. Better odds of turning up useful information that way, I'd wager. Sure. Anybody want to talk? You want to talk? Talk? Anybody talk? Anybody want to talk? Oh, wait, you. What do you want with me? I just want to know where the big old dude that killed everybody. Oh, the Sin Eater, the one that came and killed everyone. Oh God, he is here. Then why are you're talking about him! Oh, I knew I should have stayed inside. There's nothing but death out here now. Death and horror and eaters and... Okay, you fucking jackass. Question. I'm going to accept this because I need that. He has been gone a while, though if you're in a network, it's not working. Did you find anything yet, Grayson? Because I found a crazy guy. Are you... Yes. Excuse me, but you're gentleman Alpha Nose was trying to line with, weren't you? I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch your name. Just Metal. Pure and simple. Ah, Metal, how lovely to meet you. My name is Euless, and I'm acting village mayor. I was hoping someone would tell us past through Rainbow. The thing is, I need to visit someone up at Stonegazer, but I'm afraid to walk the path alone. Do you think you can provide an escort? Sure. Such does not change the fact that the roads are indeed dangerous. Pray meet me on the path to the north and prepare to fend off the wildlife. Okay. I am looking for people that want to talk. Why am I walking? Ah. Despondent Village. Where did you come from? What do you want? Here to talk about the big huge guy. Yes, that thrice damned internet spitting image of Galvin Knight. Tonight. Yeah. I can't help you. All I know is when he came, he wicked white. If you had seen the carnage, you would. I'm sorry. I can't talk about this. I can't do it. Well, you fucking suck. Grayson! They're all freaking cowards! We just slaughtered the whole village. Probably not a good idea. Grayson, jerk ass, where'd you go? Hey, Reek. Yeah. Did I learn anything worth sharing? No, they're all a bunch of freaking cowards. I should say I'm surprised, but I'm not. What we saw that day. What he did to us. There's no moving on from that. Well, I was planning to tell you the whole story eventually, but I suppose now is as good as the time any. As in, I will learn to speak. It may not be today. Probably won't be tomorrow. I will learn to speak again. Out a living as a hunter. Might have tried my hand at something more exciting had I not also been trying to provide for the love of my life, Melinda. Oh, she's the one who died. It was about a year ago that she accepted a commission from the Umoran trader. The bloke dealt mostly in MTs, and he had this bracelet in need of restoration. Bloody old with a questionable provenance, but supposedly it once belonged to royalty of some such. The Fangs of Orthus, he called it. Me and her had been talking about tying the proverbial knot, buying land, building a home, that sort of thing. Around here might not take much, but it was still a lot more than we had. So when the trader made his offer, she didn't hesitate to say yes. I'd gone down to the shipyard to pick up extra tools and materials she needed for the work. quality stuff, but it'd pay for itself 10 times over. But when I got back to Wright, the Elsican had been busy. I spied at least a dozen newborn eaters fluttering about, trying to make sense of their new lot. The grandmother who lived next door and shared the fruits of her orchard with us, the gruff woodsman who brought firewood to our doorstep in the dead of winter. Both of them reduced to mindless fiends just like that. There wasn't time to mourn or to think. I started looking for Melinda. And then there she was, alive and well. Our eyes met, and we knew it was going to be alright. We ran from each other, and even now, a year later, it doesn't feel real. One moment she was there, right there, in front of me, and the next, she was... The Elsican knelt and took the fangs of Orthus, then left, leading to a host of sin eaters. Out of right. But Melinda, I couldn't see her as anything else. She wouldn't budge. She just hovered there and stared, waiting for me to end it. Oh, I could never say no to her. Not once in the years we've been together. For all the times she welcomed me home with a bowl of hot stew. All the time she laughed at my crude jokes and gave me counsel when I was losing my way. For all that and more, I killed her. I swore then and there I'd have my vengeance. The Elsican would die by my hand. I carved the scars and on my flesh to mirror the ones I left on my soul. Oh. An enduring reminder of a vow that I never dare stray from the path. There. All done. No need to wallow in it. Wouldn't want my treasure to get right tail to put you off our hunt. Still with me to the end, sinner? Yeah. Head back. That's the spirit. Still, I have some unfinished business here, so if you could give me a moment before we resume, I'd be most grateful. Back! And still got time. Sorry to have kept you waiting, sinner. I'm sure you're eager to get back to it, as am I. Boy, I can't talk like these people. Trouble is, in your absence, I've failed to turn up any information as to whereabouts of Davs. There is one line of inquiry I've yet to pursue, though. The fangs of Orthus, the bracelet my beloved was supposed to restore, and that Eater took with him when he left Right. Sin Eaters are mindless fiends driven only by base instinct. Everyone knows that. They've no need for worldly possessions. Yet Diosigan took the bracelet anyway, which can only mean that there's something unique about this particular antique, or this sinless bastard somehow different from the rest of his ilk. Either way, I think we need to learn more about the fangs of Orthus, and I know just the man to ask. The Amoran trader who commissioned Melinda's services. As much as I'd like to question it myself, though, I don't think that's an option. Even though Diocesan's attack a year ago is common knowledge, I doubt the trader will believe an Eater stole his precious trinket. He's more likely to accuse me of theft and have me clamped in irons. So I'm afraid you'll have to go into my stead. Melinda said she was a regular at the Beehive, so try looking for him there first. If I could get there faster, I would, but I can't. Yep. Some places that I'm pretty sure I'll get there eventually. I don't feel like fighting. Fuck off. It's Gate Town, bitches. Must be music. Thought I heard something. Yeah, it's the music. Open arms. Didn't have to run. Wait. Gotta save myself a little bit of time. I could have taken the lift, now that I think about it. Oh, screw it. I'm already here.
You just insult me?
I think I'm back to a cutscene earlier. Big guy that looks like a blob. Vulture. Just gonna end up killing him. Whip! That's the left. Hi, everybody! There you are. You. What do I do pleasure of this? Your company. That is your company. Thanks are worth, I should say. Very interesting. You'd be glad to tell you everything I know, under the assumption that you, should you recover it, you will see to it is returned to its rightful owner at once. I purchased a bracelet from a traveling peddler who claimed it was a relic of Velbart, that glorious kingdom that fell with the flood like so many others. He spoke true from what I could tell, and I intended to sell it to a collector here for a tidy profit, after having it properly restored by an artisan of right. Alas, she was one of the several casualties of a sin-eater attack during which the family's worth was mysteriously vanished. I have, of course, been keeping in touch with several contacts on the off chance that the thief might attempt to sell it. They have not, regrettably. But a piece of similar design did recently resurface in Moored Soul, I am told. I was planning to dispatch an agent to investigate, but you seem more than capable of fulfilling that role. As for incentive, you may be assured that any information that aids me in the acquisition of Magnus or similar relics will be well rewarded. Okay. We're going to Moog Soup. Actually, I won't be able to. I need to get off of here. Damn. Yep. I might have time. So he thinks it was stolen. just as well. We'd probably not know where to head next if it wasn't for his distrusting nature. This piece of similar design related to the fangs of Orthus might attract Diocesan's attention, assuming it hasn't already. Let's go! Right. We're going. Where are we going again? Alright. Over here. Where? Oh. Is he in the building? No. Where the frick is he? You know what? I'm gonna have to call out of here because I hear a dog pacing around in the background. So this is where I'm gonna stop it. I will be back tomorrow morning around 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So hopefully I'll see everybody there. Take care and be safe.